Rising from the heart of Hanoi, the Thang Long Citadel stands as a silent witness to more than a millennium of Vietnamese history. Its ancient stones and weathered walls tell stories of dynasties, invasions, celebrations, and resilience, connecting the present with an extraordinary past. To explore Thang Long Citadel is to embark on a journey through the ages, a journey that unravels the rich tapestry of Vietnam's culture, politics, warfare, and daily life. The story begins over 1,000 years ago, in the year 1010. It was then that Emperor Ly Tai To, founder of the Ly dynasty, selected this site as the new capital of Dai Viet, moving it from Hoa Lu to what he named Thang Long, Rising Dragon. According to legend, as he arrived, a great dragon soared up from the Red River, a sign believed to be auspicious and foretelling the city's enduring prosperity. The emperor's vision was grand, a citadel that would not only serve as the administrative and military center, but also symbolize the spiritual heart of the nation. The early citadel was built using techniques and designs that reflected both indigenous Vietnamese traditions and influences from neighboring civilizations. Its walls, moats, and palaces were constructed to withstand both time and turmoil. Over centuries, Thang Long Citadel was expanded, renovated, and transformed by successive dynasties, the Lai, Tran, Lê, and Nguyen, each leaving their mark on its architecture and layout. As you walk through the Citadel's grounds today, you can sense layers of history beneath your feet. Archaeological excavations have uncovered remnants of ancient foundations, wells, ceramics, and relics dating back to the earliest days of Thang Long. These artifacts speak to the daily lives of people who lived and worked within the citadel: artisans, soldiers, courtiers, and emperors. They fashioned pottery, forged weapons, wrote poetry, and plotted strategies for defense and diplomacy. Throughout the centuries, Thang Long Citadel was more than a physical fortress. It was a symbol of national identity. When foreign powers threatened the sovereignty of Vietnam, the citadel stood as a bulwark. The Mongol invasions of the 13th century, led by the great Kublai Khan, tested the citadel's defenses. Under the guidance of the Tran dynasty, Vietnamese forces repelled these formidable invaders, using both military tactics and the natural landscape to their advantage. The victory was not merely military, it was a testament to the unity and determination of the Vietnamese people. Thang Long's importance was not limited to warfare. It was a center of governance, where emperors held court, promulgated laws, and received ambassadors from distant lands. The rituals and ceremonies performed in its halls bound the nation together, reinforcing the authority of the monarchy and the legitimacy of dynastic rule. The citadel hosted grand celebrations for the Lunar New Year, imperial weddings, and the enthronement of new rulers. It was within these walls that policies shaping the nation's destiny were debated and decreed. The citadel's design reflected its multifaceted role. Its main gates, Doan Mon, Bok Mon, and Hao Lao, were imposing structures built to impress visitors and deter invaders. The Doan Mon Gate, with its massive arches and stately facade, served as the principal entrance to the imperial compound. Passing through its threshold, one entered a world reserved for royalty and high officials, a realm of power and privilege. Within the citadel, lush gardens, tranquil ponds, and stately palaces provided a setting for reflection and relaxation. The Kin Thien Palace, once the heart of the imperial complex, was where the emperor held audiences and presided over important ceremonies. Though the palace itself no longer stands, its foundation remains, evoking the grandeur of the past. The Hao Lao, or Princess's Palace, served as the residence for royal women, offering a glimpse into the private lives of the imperial family. These buildings, though altered by time and conflict, continue to evoke the majesty and mystery of ancient Thang Long. The citadel witnessed not only triumphs, but also tragedies. The rise and fall of dynasties brought periods of turmoil, as new rulers sought to legitimize their authority. The Ly dynasty, which succeeded the Tran, faced internal strife and external threats. Power struggles, betrayals, and rebellions punctuated the citadel's history. each leaving scars upon its stones and stories in its shadows. As the centuries passed, the citadel adapted to changing times. The Nguyen dynasty, which moved the capital to Hue in the early 19th century, reduced Thang Long's political significance but preserved its symbolic importance. The site continued to serve as an administrative center and military garrison, linking the past with the evolving future of Vietnam. The era of colonialism brought new challenges. The French, who colonized Vietnam in the late 19th century, used the citadel as a headquarters, altering its structures and repurposing its spaces. The ancient buildings were subjected to modern modifications, some lost to demolition, others surviving as silent witnesses to a new chapter in Vietnamese history. Despite these changes, the spirit of Thang Long endured, as locals continued to revere the site and remember its significance. During the tumultuous years of the 20th century, Thang Long Citadel played a role in the struggle for independence. It was a place where strategy was conceived, where resistance was organized, and where the dream of a free and united Vietnam was kept alive. Following the victory over colonial forces and the reunification of the country, the citadel was recognized as a symbol of resilience and renewal, a living testament to the enduring spirit of the Vietnamese people. Today, walking through the citadel's grounds, visitors encounter a blend of ancient and modern. The archaeological site, meticulously preserved and studied, reveals layers of history that span dynasties and eras. Exhibitions showcase ceramics, tools, coins, and other artifacts, offering insights into the daily lives and spiritual beliefs of those who lived within the fortress. The site's architectural features, including the majestic gates and surviving palaces, evoke the grandeur of Imperial Vietnam. Yet the citadel is more than a museum. It is a place of remembrance and reflection. School children visit to learn about their heritage. Elders come to honor their ancestors, and travelers from around the world marvel at the stories encoded in its stones. Festivals and cultural events breathe new life into the ancient grounds, connecting past traditions with contemporary creativity. The significance of Thang Long Citadel extends beyond its walls. It embodies the enduring values of Vietnamese civilization: resilience, unity, respect for tradition, and openness to change. It reminds us of the sacrifices made by generations who defended the land, governed its people, and nurtured its culture. The citadel's history encourages reflection on the nature of leadership, the complexities of power, and the importance of community. The journey through Thang Long Citadel is a journey through the soul of Vietnam. From the legend of the rising dragon to the victories over invaders, from the ceremonies of emperors to the struggles for independence, the citadel's story is one of adaptation and perseverance. Each stone, each artifact, each story contributes to the mosaic of national identity. Exploring Thang Long, one cannot help but imagine the daily rhythms of life within its walls. The bustling markets that once served the royal household, the sounds of drums and trumpets announcing imperial decrees, the quiet moments of scholars composing poetry beneath ancient trees. The citadel was a microcosm of Vietnamese society, a place where tradition and innovation intertwined, where the fate of the nation was shaped by both grand events and everyday actions. The citadel's legacy continues in the present. Its recognition as a UNESCO World Heritage Site has brought international attention to its historical and cultural significance. Preservation efforts, led by Vietnamese experts and supported by global partners, ensure that future generations will be able to experience its beauty and learn from its stories. The importance of Thang Long Citadel lies not only in its physical remains, but also in the lessons it offers. It teaches us about the value of heritage, the meaning of resilience, and the power of collective memory. It challenges us to honor the past while embracing the future, to celebrate diversity while nurturing unity. In the embrace of Thang Long Citadel, the past and present converge. The rising dragon of legend continues to inspire, reminding all who visit of the endless capacity for renewal and growth. The citadel's stones may be weathered, but its spirit is undiminished. A beacon for those who seek to understand the journey of Vietnam across the centuries. To discover Thang Long Citadel is to discover the heart of Vietnam. It is to walk in the footsteps of emperors and heroes, to reflect on the challenges and triumphs that have shaped a nation. It is to appreciate the richness of Vietnamese culture, the depth of its traditions, and the resilience of its people. As you leave the citadel, the echoes of history remain. The stories of Thang Long linger in the air, inviting you to return, to remember, and to continue exploring the remarkable journey of Vietnam. In the heart of Hanoi, amid the bustle of modern life, the ancient citadel stands as a testament to the enduring spirit of a nation, a spirit that has risen like a dragon again and again for over 1,000 years.